At Brooklyn's Cadman Park as thousands come together to honor the life of George Floyd before marching over the Brooklyn Bridge into Manhattan. It was powerful to watch. Floyd's brother Terrence, one of the speakers, and so was Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams, who joins me now live. So good morning to you, Borough President. Thanks for making the time once again. You know, describe the general feeling. It was one thing to watch it on television yesterday, and it was certainly moving to see, but you were there. So give me a sense of the mood of that crowd.
Very, number one, surreal and very powerful. And as I saw Terrence, George's brother, I reflected on my brother when we were arrested as children and beat bad by police officers. I still think my brother's going through mental health issues because of it. And as I looked at the crowd, I saw the diversity of the people who finally heard the screams of not only "I can't breathe" of this current case, but I remember yelling there from that precinct saying, "Please stop. Our voices are now being heard."
You know, I also was watching the one in Minneapolis as well. Reverend Al Sharpton said that this has been a rally cry for decades, but right now, because of this pandemic, people are paying attention, and this is the moment. This is the moment for change. 8 minutes and 46 seconds, they had a moment of silence, and it really hit me yesterday. We've said that time and time again, right? But to sit there in your thoughts for that long. I could talk to you about this memorial for a while, but I want to talk about some of the issues too, which was protesters turning their backs on Mayor de Blasio. You saw that. So let me ask you point blank. Do you think the mayor is doing a good job leading the city through these protests and this pandemic?
I think there's combinations of that is taking place that many people are not aware of. I think he has a challenging time, made some real missteps, some real errors. But now is not the time to get into a constitutional fight or a legal fight. We are in a serious place. Not only are we dealing with the reopening coronavirus, but Dan, let's be clear. There are terrorists in this city. There's sleeper cells. There are people who are here to try to burn down our city. Right now, the governor, the mayor, our police and law enforcement community, we must come together to make sure the city is safe while people voice their righteous concerns. And so I think we need to focus on that.
So you don't agree or disagree right now? You don't want to talk about Eric Ulrich's vote of no confidence on the mayor that he plans to bring to the city council?
I think many people are frustrated. They're seeing things that are alarming to them. I think the city council is going to have to do what they believe is right. But I am really focusing on how do we bring the city together and deal with police abuse, misuse, and how do we recover from coronavirus.
Right, so that is a big how, right? Yesterday we saw cops aggressively once again enforcing the 8 p.m. curfew across the city, leading to some more clashes in the Bronx. So in your point, has the curfew been effective? Because on one hand, we're seeing police officers kneel with protesters, right? But on the other hand, once 8 p.m. hits, there's been reports of them boxing peaceful protesters in and some issues of abuse.
Dan, great question. You should never see baton slinging at any form of peaceful protest. And that is a real indicator of the mixed messages. You have people like Chief Madry in Brooklyn North, who's actually allowed protesters to use the speaker megaphone of the police vehicle, spoke with them, communicated with them. The big mistake we're having, we have the wrong type of police officers on the front line of these protests. When you see those aggressive positions, at protests, you're supposed to take the defensive, not offensive positions. That is a big mistake.
So what should be done? Should these officers have swift action against them? Because it seems like every night there's a new video, right?
Yes, remove them immediately. Those who commit some form of extreme act should be taken out of service. And if they do something that's criminally, they should be charged with that criminal action. Pushing a young girl to the ground for no reason at all, driving a vehicle over protesters, those are criminal actions in my opinion. I think also we need to look at some of these officers have been doing 12-hour or longer tours, been on the front line for a long time. We need to take this into consideration when we deploy police.
Right. A few seconds left. I want to get to next week. Phase 1 is reopening. Just your thoughts overall for businesses. You know, they're going to be the first ones that are reopened with that curbside pickup. How are you making sure that they're going to do that and abide by the laws in place for Phase 1?
We have been having a series of conversations with our business community. It's time to get the city up and operating again in a safe manner. And we have been making it extremely clear that in order to keep it open, we have to all comply with the rules. And I believe we're ready to do so.
Yeah. Brooklyn Borough President, always appreciate you making the time. Where's the football, by the way? Last time you had a big Jets football behind you. Did you take it away? Is it still there?
I toss it around as stress relief.
There it is. Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams, appreciate your time this morning, and thank you for always joining us with your perspective, okay?